action coaching. We're certainly delighted that you joined us on today because we believe that God has a special coaching word for you. The whole goal of action coaching is that we understand that in life, everybody needs a mentor, a coach, a person that have kind of been the path that you're going, and they're just able to encourage you about the different things you would encounter in life so that you can ultimately be successful in your walk or be blessed on the path that you have decided to take. And that's the reason we have action coaching. And so we're certainly delighted that you joined us on today. We want to encourage you to let others know about action coaching, watching us on Facebook. Make sure you hit subscribe. Facebook, hit like and share. Let everyone know about the blessing that action coaching can be to their everyday life as they strive to make the dreams that they believe they have come true. And everybody needs someone to coach us. Today on this action coaching, usually during the first part of a year, that's the time people begin to set goals, or some people call it New Year's resolution. But I'm just saying that, people are more focused on dreams and revolutions and things that they want to change in their life the beginning of the year. A lot of times when the year comes in, we call it a new year, and then people make New Year's resolution because they're saying, whatever didn't happen last year, I'm going to make it happen this year. And so it seems a lot of times that although people have that desire to want to make it happen in this year, it don't seem to take place. But on today, I'm going to talk to you about vision, power of vision, how that you should never let anybody rob you of your vision. Notice what I said. Don't let anybody else rob you of your vision. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs, it said, where there is no vision, the people perish. Another interpretation said people cast off restraints. Meaning that if you don't have a focus in your life, a goal in your life, then you'll pretty much settle for anything in your life. But that's not the way it meant to be. That's not the way that God have designed it to be. But God give us vision so that we can achieve those things that He have gifted us to be able to do. Now, a lot of times, most of your vision is going to come from things that you're already gifted to do. Do you realize that a lot of people got so many success stories inside of them that they never turn them into wonderful, meaningful things in their life? They grumble and complain about somebody else achieving it, but won't even look inside and know that there are a lot of great things in you. There are a lot of things that you can achieve. There are a lot of things that God has already set up for you to make a difference in your life. And it all starts with vision. How did I get my start? I had a vision. Now notice, my vision was not something that I did not have the gift and talent to do. My vision just simply opened up as if I was watching a movie in a theater. And when the movie comes on, just the whole theater just lights up and the screen is big and you begin to see all the action take place. Well, that's what God showed me. He showed me, but the vision was in line with the gifts and talents that He placed in me. In other words, what I'm saying is, He didn't put no vision in me to be an astronaut. We already know that wasn't going to happen. Or a brain surgeon or something. That was not my gift and talent. I'm not belittling the people that got their gift and talent, because God has designed us to fulfill the gifts and talents that He placed in us, and that's usually where our vision is going to come from. Some people have visions that they know they're not gifted to do. No, they don't even want to do. It's just kind of some idle dream that they wishing and hoping. But I'm here to let you know that God has placed enough gifts and talents in you that they can come forward and you can see your visions come to pass in life. Every day some of us can look around and say something don't work, and then a person come along and make it work just because they got that gift and talent. So what you really want to do is believe God for the gifts and talents He placed in you, and you can watch your dream, you can watch your vision come to pass, and watch God do amazing things in your life. Now, number one, how do visions begin to take place? Now, vision is you being able to see as if you were watching a television screen and you are the star, a gift or talent that you have not been taken advantage of, but you can see that you can really do that. That's why they call it a vision. That's why they call it a vision. You can see it. There are a lot of people that got gift to sing. However, they don't believe that their singing ain't gonna take them that far. But when they begin to see just how far that singing can take them, then their natural talent come out and they go on to do great things. So vision is the ability to see. God-given sight, not about everybody else, but about you. You know, the reason a lot of people cannot succeed with their vision is they are so busy trying to be somebody else, they can't even see all the wonderful skills that they possess themselves. You know, I heard a long time ago, a man said that most people are born originals, but they die copycats. And how many times have you seen people be so frustrated because they can't be somebody else that they forsake being the one person that they can never be beaten at is themselves? How did my dream come true? I realized that I had to have confidence in myself. I realized that nobody could beat me from being Wiley Jackson because I was uniquely made. I was made as Wiley Jackson. So if I be myself, chances are I can succeed at all the gifts and talents that God placed in me. It wasn't about trying to go out and do it like somebody else. I was going to go out and be who I was. I often used to tell myself, no matter what situation I'm in or what I am coming up against, make sure I be Wiley Jackson. Because I realized nobody can beat Wiley Jackson being Wiley Jackson. I'm going to win at that every single time. So the first thing we want to talk about in vision is, number one, the person you need to believe in the most is the person you're looking at in the mirror. Because you surely should have confidence in that person. You're looking at him or her in the mirror. This is what you've been given. This is who you are. Be confident in yourself first. Have a strong belief in you. So many times people have so much confidence in what somebody else can do and very little confidence in themselves. I've heard time and time again, people will use this phrase, I don't know where it comes from, but they say, well, I suffer with low self-esteem. Well, who told you it was low? Who put that in your mind? How did you come up with that particular saying about yourself? The same way you suffer from low self-esteem, you can suffer from having very high self-esteem. You can do that. But you just adopt low self-esteem because maybe you don't look like somebody. You don't sound like somebody. You're not the color of somebody. No, I'm who I'm supposed to be. I just got to believe in me. So that first point of vision is believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities and gifts that you have, and know that you can do it under all circumstances and you can persevere. Don't want you to go anywhere. I'll be right back to talk to you. My ministry and my walk in God. And I remember sitting on my bed watching a preacher preach on a television screen. And I said to myself, Lord, I can do better than him. Welcome back. I left off talking about believing in yourself first. Now, a lot of people say my confidence gets shaken sometimes. I be so nervous. I just can't go do it. I just afraid that I'm gonna fail. Afraid that I'm not gonna do good. But if you believe in yourself, I want you to know, just because you didn't do good on the first time, that don't mean you can't do good on the next time. After all, I feel like the first time or failure on the first time is just proof that if I get up and try it again, I can succeed the second time. So you got to believe in yourself. Number 2, whatever your gifts and talents are concerning your vision, you can look at other people that maybe are doing the same thing that you endeavor to do, but don't copy them. Just understand that they got their way of doing it and you want to find your way of doing it. All of us are uniquely and wonderfully made, but we're made different. So you don't want to live your life trying to copy somebody else. It's hard to have confidence when you're trying to be somebody else. But you can have the most confidence when you're being yourself. So you got to understand. The second thing is, yes, you look at examples, but only for information. Say if I want my body to be more muscular or designed a certain way, that I could change it that certain way. Now, obvious, I can have muscles, but I may not be able to have muscles of a guy that played professional football. So that may not be my gift and talent. But muscles are muscles, because my muscles are going to serve my gifts and talents just like his is going to serve his gifts and talent. So you got to understand, when you see vision, you need to get information about the vision. You need to do research on the vision. A lot of you say, well, maybe I want to be a Hollywood actor. But you just can't wake up in the morning and say, I want to be a Hollywood actor. You need to find out exactly what it takes to be a Hollywood actor. Do some research. Find out the necessary things that you're going to have to achieve. Maybe correcting yourself, or understand whether that's your real gift and talent so that you can do it. You know, there's a difference between fantasy and reality. Fantasy is sometimes people believe in what they want to do, but reality is the check that whether you're able to do it or not. You can dream all day long, you can have a fantasy about it, but reality is going to come in and say, are you really capable of this or not? So there's a difference. There's nothing wrong with having a vision, but the reality is what you're going to have to deal with before that picture comes to pass. So you got to understand that you need to do the research. Third thing you need to understand is There are no instant success. I know it seems like people have instant success, but usually when they have something instant, it does not last. Have you ever seen somebody might win the jackpot? Might win a whole lot of money, and it just seemed like came instant. They had the right ticket or the right sum of that day. And then you can hear about them 3 or 4 years later, and they done lost all of the money. And you be saying, well, if I had that much money, ain't no way in the world I would be broke now. Yes, you would. Because if you don't understand the principle of the fact that just having something is going to continue to take work, yeah, you'll lose it right away. Because people think that they achieve a goal, they can rest right there. You know, like, well, I finally got my goal of a brand new house. So I'm just going to sit down and relax now. Oh, no. Your work is just beginning. The things that you have to do, the things that you have to maintain, the things that you have to make sure are excellent, the work that you got to do behind the scene, that's the only way you're going to really get to enjoy that you had a dream of getting. Most people, when you're talking to them about vision, they excited about the picture you can paint. They excited about how well it'll look. They even excited about how well it will look on them. Nothing wrong with that. Here's just the problem. They're not excited about the work, the time, the changes you're going to have to make to enjoy what you see. And that's important. It's good to be a dreamer, but no dreams are going to take place without the work, without the action. Without a lot of times people want to enjoy stuff and don't go through anything. Understand the hardships, the disappointments, the setbacks, all of those things are just a part of helping you achieve your dream. Because only then will you know, if you persevere through all of that, that you were able to make it. I'm not going to sit here today and tell you it's easy. I've learned the higher you want to go up, the harder it is. I will say what is easy. Failure is real easy. Just quit. Don't do anything. And I can assure you, you will fail. But if you got a dream, if you got a vision, if you want to go for it, there are going to be a lot of hurdles, a lot of paths, a lot of days you're going to look up and say, I don't know if I can take it today, but something inside of you will say, keep going. Days when it looked like nothing is falling in place. And you say, I might as well give up. This was a bad idea. But a vision to tell you, hang in there. It's all going to come together. It's all going to work out for your good. You just got to stay the course. Keep working. Keep believing. Because if you keep pushing forward, when that one opportunity comes, that the door open for you, you're going to be able to enjoy it more than anybody else because you persevered and stayed the course. Visions are exciting. Dreams are exciting. I want to tell all of you out here in the day that we're living in, you can Google and find out about a vision, but just Googling ain't going to take you there. Or texting not going to take you there. There's going to have to be a whole lot of perseverance and work and trials and errors. And understand this, anybody that have achieved anything, made it to a certain place where their dream come true, it's not without failure, errors, insecurity. See, the only people that really criticize errors or failures is the person that don't try anything. But if you join this club, it's going to be some bumps on the road. It's going to be some twists and turns that you did not see coming. But however, if you put the work in, stay faithful to your vision, you're going to watch it come to pass. And guess who's going to enjoy it the most? You. Because you didn't give in, you didn't give up, and you showed up didn't give out. You persevered till that dream and that vision came true. As I'm talking to you today, I want to encourage a lot of you to begin to pray and ask God for the vision for you. Not somebody else's vision, but the vision that is about you. And watch God begin to do mighty things in your life. Second of all, be prepared that whatever it takes, I'm going to put the work in. Sometimes you're going to have to work alone. Sometimes it's going to look like nothing is happening with your works. But you got to keep going. You got to keep striving because you're pushing yourself towards some tremendous things in your life. So I want you to know on today that not only dreams and visions do come true, but they take a little participation from the person that is happening to. Well, I don't want you to go anywhere. I'll be right back to talk to you. Welcome back. Certainly enjoyed you being with us on Action Coaching on today. I would love to hear from you. Reach out to me via social media and let me know what your dreams and visions are so I can be praying with you, consistently pushing you because I believe that they're going to come to pass. And I would love to hear from you. And let others know about Action Coaching so they can benefit from it also. I certainly want to encourage those of you that enjoy Action Coaching to sit down and sow a generous seed faith offering for the support of Action Coaching on today. It allows us to continue coaching others to expand, to get more things that we can develop and use on Action Coaching so many people can be blessed. I certainly thank God for your contribution to Action Coaching on today. Some can sow 100, some can sow 50, some can sow 200, some can sow more than that. But trust me, your gift will be used to help Action Coaching get bigger and better, and I definitely appreciate it. There's a link in my bio that will give you a host of ways to support Action Coaching, and I want to encourage you to do it on today because I believe God's richest blessings will be yours as you help us here with Action Coaching. Now, once again, there's a link in my bio that will give you a host of ways to sow unto the ministry. And I want to thank you for your gift. I want to let you know that I consistently pray that God give you an abundance of wealth that you can apply to your life. Well, the Lord bless you. I've certainly enjoyed talking to you on today. And as I do each and every week, I want to encourage you. Share the word with a friend and keep the word in action.